of taxpayer dollars. But the core issue here, I think that we have discovered as a council here, it's not the artwork, at least it's not for me, it's the fact that the city council was unaware that this was happening.
By George, I think he's got it.
I don't appreciate surprises like this, especially when they spark controversy and/or political opportunism, which is what's going on here.
No, he doesn't, as you were.
Gosh darn it! Shoot!
I think, people need to recognize how this issue came up. This issue was not brought to my colleagues on the city council. This was sent anonymously to the Patriot Ledger. And that's how we all found out. So this was savvy. This wasn't meant to open up a discussion with the people who work in government, whether with the mayor's office or with the city council. This was someone trying to embarrass us, which I don't appreciate. And the council, please, shouldn't be put in a position, whether by the mayor's office or anyone who wanted to subvert this, in a position where we appear uninformed. That's not good faith interactions.
Today we're going to be continuing with fallacies of relevance, looking at a fallacy called missing the point. Let's take a look. Basically what it is when an argument entails one conclusion, but the arguer claims that it entails another.
Now the broader question, public art, cost, and context. So this is the first time in my tenure that something like this has come up, where we're categorizing something as church and state.
Rowan, do you know what air quotes mean?
To genuinely emphasize things.
Rowan, air quotes are sarcastic irony. They kind of mean the exact opposite of what you think they mean.
In the debate, so it's worth asking again, connected to the political opportunism, why now? Why is this an issue now?
Well, I'm a psychic.
You're psychic?
I am.
Really?
Yes.
It is because the residents of Quincy, including those in a just Quincy, do not employ a clairvoyant seer who can know what malfeasance the city is up to without being informed about it. In other words, it became an issue as soon as we read about it in the Patriot Ledger.
So I'm not a judge, and I don't believe that the intent of this artwork was to promote a specific religion. And personally, I see that most statues, any statues, whether it's the Adamses out here, the generals down the street, they're all representative of religion in some way, shape, or form.
It's a made-up tale. It's a total fabrication.
They represent the deification of human figures. At one point, Councilor Devine just started going down the trail of talking about what Michael was or Florian was. Those were humans at one point in time who've been deified.
Unlike most saints, Saint Michael the Archangel was never a human being who lived on earth, but instead has always been a heavenly angel who is declared a saint in honor of his work helping people on earth. The name Michael means who is like God.
And now channeled through a religion that people are reacting to.
That's the Dunning-Kruger effect. If you only know a little bit about a field, you actually lack the knowledge necessary to grasp the fact that you suck. In other words, you literally don't know what you don't know.
The city went on to commission a requested statue by residents depicting Abigail Adams, which cost $700,000, one statue for $700,000, as opposed to the two, I think, that we're talking about tonight for $850,000.
You made those words up.
We are unsure what the councilor is referring to. Quincy has two Abigail Adams statues on display. The first, sculpted by Lloyd Lilly in 1997, was part of a set commissioned by the Quincy Partnership, a public-private foundation formed in the 1990s to beautify the city. The foundation paid for and technically owns the 1997 set of statues. The second, created by Sergei Ilenbekov, an apparent favorite of Mayor Koch, was commissioned as part of the Hancock-Adams Green Project. According to news reports from 2022, this statue cost the city $350,000, not $700,000. I leave it to you, gentle viewer, to decide if a city councilor should be better informed. You can decide whether these false statements are deliberate attempts at revisionist history, gaslighting, or deception, or merely honest mistakes, carelessly made without any effort to fact-check. This marks the end of part 1 of a Cain derailment, part of our Quincy, This Is Your Government series. Councilor Cain's speech from the 2024 council meeting is only about halfway through, and it does not become any more accurate or any less condescending and misleading. We hope you've enjoyed this video, and we'll click back later for part 2.